Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? I've got another episode of Meet the Trainers. This is like Meet the Trainers Monday because I've had, I don't know, 10 or 12 of these recordings. So we are just rocking and rolling. And special treat, I get to introduce you to a first time TACCON trainer, although by no means new to TACCON, been coming for a long time. Scotty, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing excellent. How are you, Tiffany?
I am living the dream. I'm living the dream. And I'm super excited to have you finally join our TACCON cadre. Welcome and thank you so much for lending us your time and your talents. Can't wait to talk about your class. But first, for those at TACCON who might not know who you are, tell us who you are and what Gunset is.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for making time on your busy Monday night for this opportunity just to introduce myself, and it's always good to see you. So, my name is Scott Cronin, and I am the founder and lead instructor of Gunset and Trading Group. I also am co-owner of Top Flight Range and Firearms here in Dayton, Ohio. I am a full-time security cooperation professional with the U.S. Department of War. So my job that pays the bills involves a lot of travel and helping some of our allies overseas with some of their security requirements and capabilities. So that's a little bit about me. I've been training as a instructor, either full time or part time, in one way or the other, since 2012, and I'm just really excited to be at TACCON this year. I've been there as an attendee for a long time, and love the Range Master community. Some really dear friends in the Range Master community, and so it's really exciting to come and get to share a little bit about some of the stuff that we do here at Gunset.
Yeah, we're excited to have you. We are. And you are bringing a class, and I'm going to say it right. I've been practicing. Your class is called Real Confidence Requires Receipts,
Yes, ma'am.
which
Nice job.
I get that right?
You
Love it.
did great. Yeah.
So, very intriguing title, and I am dying for you to unpack that for our TACCON attendees. You are repeating the block on, let's see, we've got you on Sunday morning in Bay 5. So, if folks come to your class, what can they expect?
Yeah. So, with Gunset, it started out, I grew up around firearms. It was something that was incredibly ingrained in me growing up. My father, his dad was accidentally shot by his brother, and he ended up passing away from his injuries. And so I never got to meet my grandfather, and my dad grew up without a dad. And so, that one moment of foolishness and carelessness ended up changing the trajectory of my family and their history forever, right? So I was beaten with gun safety growing up, and so it was something that was always part of my family and part of who I was. And in college, I did some competition shooting, and it was just something I really enjoyed doing. And when I got an opportunity to join the staff at a local gun store and become one of their instructors, I just thought it was going to be really cool to teach people about gun safety and help people out. I was also a police chaplain at the time, and I had some different interactions with the public. Got to see some pretty horrible things where a lot of single moms dealing with home invasions, and little old ladies, who were victims of a crime, doing through no fault of their own. And so for me, it started to shift to a mission and a passion to really help equip people with the skills and the tools to be able to use uh, to be able to defend themselves. So for us at Gunset, that is absolutely our mission. The problem that we keep seeing over and over again, and I'm sure you've seen this when you interact with the average gun owner out in the public, we see people tend to overestimate their skills. They tend to think that they are good enough, and That's fairly normal. We as a human species tend to think that we're better at things than we really are. And so it really kind of started us down this whole path of establishing some standards that we can actually use as a baseline to measure ourselves, and not just uh, objective standards that help us kind of determine, are we good enough, because it's, you never know how good you need to be in a particular moment, but it's really to help us have some sort of baseline to establish a training program. And so this particular class is kind of an introduction to some of our philosophies, where we have a whole set of standards across multiple different platforms, whether it be shotgun, rifle, pistol. Obviously, in our block here at TACON, I'm going to be focusing on the pistol standards. But the idea behind this is that you can't just say you're good enough or hope that you're good enough, and you need to have the receipts, right? You need to actually put in the time, and you need to actually have something that you can measure your skill level by, and that way you can track your progress over time, and you can actually see the things that you need to work on, the things that maybe you're skilled enough in, and focus on maybe some other things. So it's really about opening people's eyes and helping them kind of really be exposed to some good standards that they can take home with them and build their own training program. So the other thing that we're obviously really passionate about is the 52 card challenge. The challenge is to get out and train every single week, because we really believe that recency is such a huge indicator in whether or not you're going to be successful in a self-defense encounter and having to defend yourself with a firearm. So getting people to the range, getting people to train, helping people make the most out of their training, because time is a limited resource. Money is finite and ammo is finite. So just helping people train smarter, train better. That's really what we're passionate about. And that's what we're hoping that we can maybe share with some people at TACON this year.
So what you're saying, Scott, is I can't just go to the range and toss 50 rounds downrange and expect to get better?
Well, you can absolutely go and expect to get better. You may be wrong though. So yeah.
I can expect all day, but that
Yeah.
expectation
Mhm.
won't be met. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Love it, love it, love it. Are there any prerequisites for your class, or is there anything that folks need to keep in mind when deciding whether or not to request your class?
Yeah, so our class is not necessarily for the first time shooter. We are going to be working some holster skills and things like that. That being said, it's not a an advanced class by any means. It's certainly just going to be introducing people to some standards and kind of working people up to it. So it probably is not for the first time shooter. It's probably for somebody who has the ability to draw from a holster safely and reholster safely. But like I said, you don't have to be some ninja commando Navy SEAL to take this class either. It really is for the average shooter. So
Love it. Love it. Perfect. Excellent. Well, thank you so much. And by the way, where can folks learn more about the 52 card challenge that's on your website and it's on the Apache website too, isn't it? I think.
uh, I don't know what those Apache guys are doing. It's hard to tell. Um, we do have it on the Gunset website. If you go to gunset.us, we need to update it for the third iteration of the 52 card challenge, which we just dropped. This is our third year of doing that. But yeah, if you go to any of our social media, Instagram, Facebook, things like that, or onto our website at gunset.us, you'll be able to find information on the 52-week challenge. So
Awesome. Love it. Love it. Folks, come to TACCon and get your receipts from Scott Cronin. I am so, so excited to have you join the cadre. Thank you. Welcome aboard. You're already part of the family, but now we get to steal some of your knowledge, and I'm really looking forward to it. I will see you in Dallas. Thanks again.
thank you so much. Really appreciate it.